Don't even get me started on Engin. Don't even get me started.
So this was a really good podcast here with a lot of Russian viewers, and Devin addresses his thoughts on the Engin versus Makarov match as well as a bunch of other topics. But let's take a look at this clip here.
Также вопрос из суперчата. Поздравь Дэвона с наступающим и скажи, что у него очень много русских фанатов. И как он оценил матч Энгена и Артура?
First of all, Devon, Happy New Year. Wish you Happy New Year.
Devin already knows. He heard Engin and Makarov before even hearing the Russian translation. He heard those names, so he knows he's being asked about the Engin versus Makarov match. You can tell by his reaction.
A lot of fans from Russia. People love you there. And what do you think about match with Engin and Arthur?
What a disaster. Well, I watched it a couple times. I have so many questions. I'm filled with just many questions. I don't understand what happened there at all. For one, I don't understand what organization it was under. I don't understand who paid. The whole thing is very confusing to me. Who paid for this?
Definitely a lot of questions. Yeah, who paid for it? What organization? All valid questions. I mean, it seems like so many of the details were just not public or not transparent.
Who paid for the match? Was it Engin? Was it? So this is my first question. What league ran it? Or was it just at Engin's house, and did Engin pay him to come? The second thing that is so confusing to me is why it was not live, why it was edited. The second thing that
why not? I mean, just why not a live stream? I mean, it just makes no sense. Like, just why not a match of that caliber and you're not going to live stream it? Like, why?
That is strange to me is why it started so far off center. Like, I don't understand how a match could start so far off center. And the next thing is I don't understand how. So I understand that it wasn't really in a weight class.
Yeah, apparently according to Dexter, Engin was heavier. There was no footage of the weigh-ins to confirm as well. Another question that's raised for sure.
But I don't understand how a guy like Arthur Makarov can arm wrestle his like arch rival Engin Terzi, let the match start 3 inches on his side, not fight.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at like the facial expressions and stuff, it didn't seem like Makarov was redlining and he was using like a different style. It just looked very fishy.
Style that's completely not his regular style. I mean, was Engin that good? Like, just forcing it. It seemed like a very strange style, and he never fought, he never shook, he never fouled. The whole thing is very confusing to me.
Yeah, I think all valid questions and thoughts.
I'm left with more questions, and really, I'm mostly looking at Arthur Makarov. I'd like to have a discussion with Arthur.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll do any interview or if he'll be questioned on that match out of curiosity. I mean, he is the current East versus West champion right now, so it would be interesting to hear some more backstory, in an interview from him at some point.
Да, это было полное.
Look, and here's another person we're talking about, like we've just been talking about Dennis. Don't even get me started on Engin. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, so he says, don't even get me started on Engin. Now, this was a great podcast here. They talked a lot about, obviously, Devin's upcoming match with Vitaly and his preparation, how he's going to be doing mostly table time, some specific exercises for volume, but mostly his main high-intensity training is on the table. Of course, that's, what we know as his training recently. But also they talked about Dennis, the legacy hammer situation, and how upset Devin is with Dennis, how he's just ignoring his... Devin saying that the hammer should be passed on to whoever is the champion. Meanwhile, it seems Dennis interpreted it to take it as a gift and he can just, hold on to it or not respect the concept of it whatsoever. So that was something Devin was definitely frustrated about in this podcast. And they were suggesting to do a podcast together with Devin and Dennis talking about the hammer situation. So hopefully these guys can set that up. I think that would be entertaining for sure. But definitely watch this for yourself. 2-hour
What a
stream here. Definitely a good podcast. Alex did a great job as a translator as well. But let me know if you agree with Devin said about that match with Engin, and would you want to see Devin and Dennis on a podcast? I think that would get super entertaining. That would be something I want to see. But hit like and subscribe for more arm wrestling content, guys.